Hey y'all, sorry I'm about a minute late here. Just getting everything paired up. I've been trying to start my streams like exactly 5 minutes out from the race start. So I don't know, I find that's like a good happy medium where there's not like a bunch of waiting time at the beginning, but people can actually get in here and get notified. It's weird how like YouTube works, where your stream, like the longer it's been going, kind of the more people it pushes it to on their feed. So just because this is a longer race, I imagine we'll have more people viewing it live by the end than some of the other ones. Get my music set here. So this one is significantly longer than yesterday, which I think means a breakaway might be able to go. We do have kind of a flat, fast course. There's at least one 180 turn on it. We'll see how much it slows us down for that after the first one. I think I'll probably spend the first few laps trying to stay like top 10 or so, just to know that I'm not going to miss any major splits, and trying to get a feel for the corners. I'm going to try to race pretty aggressive early on. I don't know what GDQ stands for, Murphy. Yeah, I'm on my own today. Murphy's in the chat. He's not in the race, and Ben is not racing today. So I'm gonna try to be pretty. I'm gonna try to be pretty aggressive, because the best way to not get dropped is to be the one attacking. So that could cost me in the end, but I don't know. I'm willing to be doing the work and not missing the splits, rather than trying to just save it and have a boring race the whole time, and then, like, you know, there's still a, I don't know, 10% chance I'm going to get the jump on everybody. Murphy, you got to tell me what GDQ means. And also tell me if my audio is halfway decent. I think I had the filter pretty good yesterday. I went back and watched it, and not a ton of fan and drivetrain noise. I don't know if it's possible to speed run anything in RGT or Zwift. You just gotta pedal faster. Who's your friend, Stuart? I'll look out for him. All right, let's see, I'm in the big ring. All right. So Alex, who's in front of me here, he's the organizer for the event, so getting some early TV time here. Thanks, Murphy. Yeah, you can always catch the replay if you want. Thank you. Who's your friend, Stuart? Ooh, good line. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but I tweaked a couple NVIDIA settings, and on my end, the picture looks really good. Okay, that's serious. Oh, nice. I talked to Mike yesterday in the comments and stuff. Whew. You cannot let Jasper and Deca roll off the front that early. Mike had a good race yesterday. Yeah, tweaked a couple settings and it looks, at least on my monitor, a little better. So this is a huge course. Corners are pretty far apart. Oops. Seems like Jasper and Deca are like putting in some little testers. Had good momentum there. Let's give it a crack. Ooh, it didn't break anybody. Looks like Mike Lister's also in this rally kit. Recently, Jasper's been wearing the Skoda Women's Tour leader. He's in the green right next to me, and Deca in the blue there. If you've been watching my streams, you know those are the danger men. All right, so none of those corners are super crazy. That's a full lap. Good to know. I was kind of waiting to see if there was going to be one crucial corner where you got to be out front. That's how the Venice Shanghai Tuesday course is. There's a 180 that, like, if you're out of position. So that one's pretty sharp, but it didn't slow me down too bad. Maybe I just got a good line. All right, Mike. Good attack. So this is a very high quality group. It's going to be a hard race. So you don't have to pedal differently, you don't have to, but if you watch the power up there, top left, when the power goes red, that's virtual braking, either because there's a person in front of you cutting the line off, and you gotta like brake and then find a line, or you're braking for a corner. So I mean, imagine on your real bike if you're pedaling 500 watts while you're holding the brakes. It's basically letting you know you don't have to do that. Looks like Mike is feeling pretty froggy today. We got a lot of Lister fans in the stream today. He could do it. He had a strong ride yesterday. I think he was like top 5, top 10, and that was one of the biggest fields I've ever seen on RGT. So I think this field is a little bit less quantity, maybe a little more quality though. It's gonna be tough. Try to float in this spot right here. Tester there. I just had some momentum. But yeah, Stuart, so best practice is to let off the power a little bit for a corner so you're not wasting it. Like, you can pedal all the way through, it's just not going to get you anywhere. We got the pressure on. Way to go, Mike. Again. Oh, we dropped some there. Yeah, really differences lift. If you go to my channel, I have some RGT Crit breakdowns where I did a voiceover. And yeah, if you watch those breakdowns, I really talk about what's happening in the dynamics and Boy, these races play out way different than Zwift. In a good way, I think. Although today, it's like a lot of attrition. Already down to 12. This is where I wish I could steer. It's tucked back in there. See if I can find a pocket of draft to slingshot from here. And off for the corner and back on it. I don't think that did much, but maybe it rang some alarm bells. Yo, thanks for subscribing, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Although I do need to turn off those pop-ups while I'm racing. Yeah, Mike, we got a little daylight. Nice little look off the front there. Good work, Mike. Thanks, Jeremy. So these two right next to me, those are kind of the favorites. I say as Jasper goes. see if we can find a good slingshot here. That could have been it. There we go. That's the springboard. All right, now settle in. I was hoping I might draw someone out. That's what it is. Here goes the Aspera. This is the move. Oh yeah. Good work, Mike. Wow, I thought we were gone. Strong, everybody. This top 12 is very strong. Get in the draft. This one is real. All right. Whew. It looks so much closer than it is. We keep cutting it down to 50 yards. And then it goes back out. We got a long way to go though. This is another place where steering would really help, because we could take a hard turn at the front and then pull left, get a real pace on going. Okay, we got Melville. We got some firepower in this group. I'm gonna try a slingshot off this. Let's keep it rolling. Yeah, y'all, let's keep that going, just leapfrog. Only about halfway home. All right, I'm gonna put in a turn. Yeah, Mike, way to stay on it. Good pull, Melville. I feel like Jasper and Deca, obviously on another level, but then we got me, Melville, Lister, a few other guys, M. Smith, that are kind of on like a close to no cigar second tier. Yeah, I mean, we cut it 30 yards off of it just now with those couple surges, but those two guys are so steady and just have so much raw watts that every time we let off the gas slightly, it goes back out. Nah, I think it's right. I mean, because we're not keeping a consistent pace. Oh, we can see them now. See, the surges are doing something. It's just the let off between the surges, which in real life, if you've ever been like in a rotating group with a couple guys who have teammates off the front, so every time they hit the front, they back off a little. It only takes one or two guys doing that to really kill the average. You guys can't see the chat, I turned it off because it would be behind my body, but we're talking about doing 30-second pulls at 5 watts a kg. Looks like it's my turn. Yeah, one thing that's hard on these online platforms, Zwift too, is unless you're on Discord or something, you can't talk. And in real life, sometimes all it takes is just saying like, all right boys, 30-second pulls. And like, everybody who's down just gets to work. I think seeing them, we actually got too comfortable, or they stepped on it again. I need to get Melville in my Discord group. I feel like he and I kind of on the same page, generally speaking. Both in terms of tactics and fitness. All right, it looks like it might be my turn for another 5 watt, at least. Looks like Mike wants it. Good turn, Mike. I think that's lap traffic right there. Yeah, that's lap traffic up there too. Thought for a second we had found him. Yeah, Stuart, if you haven't watched any RGT racing, Jasper J. Paradane is a legit, like, Belgian elite guy. He could probably do 5.5 for this whole race if he really tried. And Deca has huge 1-minute power. He can probably do 8 watts a kilo for a minute or something like that. His 1 and 5 are both pretty wild. Let's see if I can shoot through this group. It sucks to get caught in a lap traffic group, and it puts you on a wheel, and then the guys you're with start pulling away. All right, looks like it's my turn for a 5 watt pull, huh? Looks like a lot of those lap traffic guys want to get back in. But yeah, Deca and Paraday, pulling numbers is an understatement. They're both crazy strong. I'm honestly like pretty happy with the fact that I finished within 3 seconds of them yesterday. I tend to do better against them on courses with some little hills, and we had that yesterday. Ooh, yeah, see how that corner strings everything out? I would say that's a true to life thing that does not happen in Zwift. And then see how I go around the pack? I think I got John, by the way, just dropped out, but green walk for KG kit looks really good on my right there. Dark green. That kit looks really good. Thanks, Roger. That's what we'll be shooting for. I guess we're getting to the portion of the race where Melville just starts taking flyers with impunity. That's it's another staple of RGT. There's part of me that wants to start doing some attacks, but then it's like, I don't know if we can keep this group big and everybody will do hard, short turns. Might get somewhere, but ooh, yeah, you really saw the braking right there because I was like slingshotting as we hit the apex. That was a good example of like how the slingshot in the draft can work, but then also how the braking can work. See if I can find a line coming out of this corner and get some speed going. Do a turn on the front here. $90 yards is still not doable on my own. I think I could get across 50 by myself, but it looks like they're slowing down a tiny bit. They're under 5 now, generally. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there were a couple times we got it down to 50, but we got it down that low because we were all just blowing ourselves. One thing is the Deca train, if you're on the DECA train when it leaves the station, it's gonna be hard, but you're going way up the road. And if you're not on it, it's really tough to bring it back. You want to see, yesterday I made it up until the very end. He does a good job of like, he'll just do 7 watts a kilo occasionally for like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And if at the end of that he's got a gap, he'll just keep ripping it. And if he doesn't have a gap, he'll kind of pull the plug and then try again in a couple minutes. So it's tough because it's like quantum mechanics, like observing the phenomenon changes the phenomenon. Meaning like what you do affects, you can say like, oh, I just missed the one, like this was the one and I missed it. But it is truly not that simple. Because you're covering it makes it the wrong one. So whichever one you don't cover, that's going to be the one. Jeremy, there's a lot of really strong A riders here. I think because the racing is so realistic, a lot of the people who are drawn to it are like good real life racers. Like I don't know what country you're in and what your category system is. I'm a Cat 2 on the road in the US, which means at big races, they might separate me from the pros, but I generally have to race with the pros if pros show up. Yeah, those guys are, it's like the difference between the teams that get the wild card invitation to the tour and then the World Tour teams. You're watching the wild card group right now, and they're in the World Tour. Honestly, power-wise, DECA's 1 minute and 5 minute are not too far off, like Pro Conti level. I would love to know what his IRL Paul Mares are. Y'all noticing that Melville is not showing up on my list up here? I need to see his numbers. I don't know if he's got a cheat code on or something. He's not showing on my little, I don't know what to call it, rider list. So 2 days ago on Zwift, I did my best sprint power 9:58 for 15 seconds. And then yesterday, I had a pretty poor sprint in this race, or in the Westerly VR RGT race. So, let's see what I can do today. I don't know. Yesterday, just trying to follow a super strong deca move, blew my max power. Yeah, Stuart, these, like, a Zwift power file, my crit power file looks like a TT, but I find that on RGT, if you put this power file up next to a regular, like, Tuesday night training crit, very similar in terms of, like, a little bit lower average, a little bit higher normalized, lots of spikes. So, I mean, I've said it on here, I like racing on Zwift, but if you're looking for realism, simulation, it's RGT all the way. And they say that, like, in their brand values and stuff. They are a cycling simulator, not a game. Oh, good work, Mike. I left it too late. I thought that group was gonna kick it up. Whew. Good race, y'all. That was a really exciting finale. I rolled the dice on the bigger group and underestimated those guys out front. Good move. I figured somebody in that second group would go, would crank it up with like 300 meters to go, maybe more, and that whole group would speed up, and then I could pop over the top. But we left it too late, which partially my fault. Thanks, Stuart. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of racing recently. I think I'm going to do the steering race over on Zwift on Saturday. That may be it for me this week. But I won the first steering race last weekend, which I'm pretty psyched about. So I feel like I gotta defend the steering race Saturday title a little bit. Whew. All right, thanks y'all. If you guys haven't subscribed, all the YouTube stuff, like and subscribe, all that. Appreciate it, everybody in the chat. Thanks for being here.